What's up, everybody? It's the third hole.
I was saying while you said that, so maybe.
We're sort of. Can you just say what episode number it is? Because I forget. Go.
It's episode 19.
Fuck yeah! How you doing tonight, dude?
Good.
We're gonna have a little bit of a kamikaze episode tonight.
Yeah.
We're running on some borrowed time.
Fucked up.
Hey, is that getting at the crowd? You want to sponsor the show? You want to sponsor the show? No.
Yeah, I forgot the plug for the camera, so we're running on batteries.
Wow. It's like that movie with Justin Timberlake where he works for time for his life. You see that one?
Yeah.
And then he's like working to get his mom.
I know what you're talking about. What is that called? I don't know.
I forget. It was that good.
Episode 19. Welcome back. We're here.
I'm here with Jason Derulo.
Never gonna let that down.
Listen, it's that Instagram account that I follow, Catatonic Youth. Shout out to Catatonic Youth. Just a gathering of the worst, best things ever, and it's just a montage of him introducing himself every time he says Jason Derulo.
He does that to himself.
He does that for
Gotcha. Yeah, that's trash.
It's terrible, but it's great. It's so trashy great, dude. Let me come down a notch. Let me come up a notch.
Oh, are you trying to match me, bro?
Yeah, well, I'm just I need to get above the shaking leg thing because when you edit that out, you're going to have to edit out half my fucking body because I'm all lower than you. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Jason Derulo.
I need better posture, okay?
We need to get those ergonomic chairs that make us all.
Have you seen those backpack strap things?
Yes. What do you think about those? You think?
I don't know. It seems weird. Just wear a backpack.
I could probably do one though.
Yeah, I could. It just seems weird. You have to give it a try, I guess.
Yeah, you have to risk it for that biscuit, Jason.
Oh yeah,
that's basically. What
it looks very Mad Max though.
Guys, I want you to take a good look at the background behind us because it's going to be changing real soon.
Yeah, we're lazy.
Why did you put your Chimera up closer?
Mine, damn it.
Because you're Jason Derulo.
Because mine's like
that's the last time I'm going to say that. Okay?
Chinese.
It is, dude.
Mine's more Chinese. He's got to prove himself.
It's been a pretty busy week for me, dude.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's been a pretty gnarly one. Can I talk about it a little bit?
As far as working?
No, not as far as working. That part has been minimal. I think I worked like 3 days this week.
Oh. Which
was just so awesome because, God, 7 years at the place I work and I'm getting over it.
Yeah.
As Jason Derulo
got a lot of one-liners today, do we?
I got a lot of, oh man, I'm starting this new thing with my son and it's probably going to blow the Snapchat world up. So I want to get you guys in on the ground floor of it right now.
Which is?
But so typically a conversation with me and my son will go something like, hey Riley, I need you to come over here so we can finish your food. And he goes, no, Daddy. And so I used to just pull this upset move.
Uh-huh.
And now I just I throw out the Snapchat. I film him because I know what he's going to say. And then I go, oh my goodness. And I just scream that really loud in the house. And it just happens all day. And I wonder what the neighbors think.
Well,
because it's like he's yelling at his kid, but he's not cussing.
Yeah. He's just upset. I'm not mad. I'm disappointed in you.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
I'm not mad. I'm just worried and disappointed.
I mean, do you think they hear us when we're up screaming till 1:30 in the morning?
For sure. Dude, the other night, me and Ronnie, my mom took the kids.
Uh-huh.
Okay? My mom takes the kids, and we think it's going to be like this. My mom takes the kids around 3, and they're going to spend the night. So we're thinking, dude, boom, Saturday night we have for us, and then all of Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
Like she's going to have them all day, we're thinking. All of Sunday she'll have them, and we get to go out shopping. We're going to go get some sushi. We're going to go brunch.
As you do.
All this shit. As you do. And what ended up happening is we stayed up late, drank, did karaoke. We stopped doing karaoke at 3 a.m.
Like solo, or were you at a party?
No, right here.
Just here?
Just me and her.
Yeah.
Just taking hers. She's Filipino, so she's got the microphone with the chips. Like
so everyone has it?
Yes,
yeah,
dude.
I know it.
So it's so funny. It's like on the side note, it's so funny how many Filipino people I know have the microphone with the chips. It's like there's like maybe 200 American songs, 5,000 Filipino songs.
Yeah.
Fucking so many. The names are crazy.
Yeah. I can agree.
When I'm drunk and I'm reading them, I'm like, Samat salang sang bangte?
Does she know?
Nah, she's about as Spanish speaking or she's about as Tagalog speaking as I'm Spanish speaking, which is just enough
Very
to order
minimal.
some food.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. I think I can speak about that level of Spanish too.
Yeah. That's embarrassing because you probably speak more Spanish than me, I bet. You know?
Who knows? I'm not gonna test it. Every time.
Say something sexy to me in Spanish, baby.
Ooh.
Come on, baby.
Every time people ask in interviews or whatever if you know a different language or you know Spanish, or even if like Mexican people come up and they ask something in Spanish, I'm like, I know what you're saying, but I don't want to answer in Spanish because I'm gonna embarrass myself.
It is a pretty embarrassing. It's an embarrassing thing to do. It was even embarrassing for me to just really try to use the accent.
Yeah.
Like not say it just sloppily, but actually try to use the accent.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I was embarrassed around my family, so I get that. It's kind of it's weird. It's this weird thing where I feel like most people are a little apprehensive to use the minimal bits of another language they know in front of the actual ethnicity.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like I think I've said arigato gozaimasu to some Japanese customers maybe twice in my life. Because also there's a lot of Korean people up here and I don't want to offend somebody.
Yeah.
You know.
Someone
annyeonghaseyo.
Someone in Ashland was, I think they assumed I was Indian or whatever. He said some sort of greeting to me in a kind of Asian that I didn't understand.
Right.
And I was like, bud, what are you doing?
Oh,
slow it down.
Hey, buddy,
Like,
you're in America.
Yeah.
Speak American.
Say hello, damn it. Don't
Can
give
you just
me this
say good day to
bullcrap.
me, you ching chong bing bong?
Ching chong bing bong.
I think that's an old school
You named off two of my older characters. I used to
cosplay at the...
No, me and Ethan actually and a couple other friends were working on a show. Kind of like a scripted.
Sketch?
You ever seen Filthy Frank?
No.
Oh, he does like
Is it filthy?
Yeah, it's filthy. He does like the dirtiest shit, and he has a bunch of characters like Pink Guy and Papa Franku, all these stupid ass characters.
Papa Frank,
And
Goo.
they all kind of mix in a world of retarded shit.
Okay.
And it's just a whole level of garbage. So we were trying to create like a scripted TV show kind of on the same alley.
Okay.
Just like garbage anime, but us.
Okay.
And we had 4 characters. One of them was named Bing Bong, and one of them was named Ching Chong.
Oh my gosh,
And
racist.
another
little fucks.
another one was Ping Ling.
Oh, Ping Ling, you forgot your bling bling.
Ping Ling was me. I found a little footage from that. We never uploaded it because it was too much.
You should upload a little segment right here.
I'm not. No, I'll put the photo in if I find it.
What'd you guys think of that? And that's why the show did not air.
What?
Bing
I'm
Ling,
not
Ching
putting
Chong,
it.
Bing
No.
Bong, the Three Stooges.
Yeah, I forgot the other one's name.
I see you're rocking a Cuphead shirt, dude.
Oh.
You been playing a little bit of Cuphead these days?
No. I played it when it came out and I beat it, and then I was like, nah.
Moved on with your life?
Yeah, I want the DLC to come out. I know we talked about it a couple days ago.
Yeah.
But
Um,
we diving into gaming again?
no, I was
Okay.
going to say let's not.
Pump the brakes.
Pump the brakes.
The gaming show's still coming.
It's still coming all over your back. Oh my goodness. That used to be, so when I worked for that crane company, I worked with this Samoan dude and this Hawaiian dude.
Mm-hmm.
And they were hilarious, but but filthy, sloppy, stupid, just terrible, right? So
Yeah.
everybody had nicknames. And when they would make fun of you and shit, it would just be very, very, very obvious, that That they're being friendly, but they're still fucking with you.
Mm-hmm.
You know. And I forgot what I was talking about. What was I talking about?
Your construction buds that were Samoan and Hawaiian.
But even before that,
I don't know, dude.
why did I go into
did
it?
Did I remind you of one of them? Because everyone thinks I'm Hawaiian or Samoan.
Dude, I think you're neither.
Thank you.
I honestly was like, I can see a little bit of the Chinese, you know, in your eyes. But I wouldn't think you're Samoan. I mean, but you know what? For me personally, I know that culture.
Yeah.
I grew up with that culture because my stepmom and my family, Hawaiian family and stuff. So I am aware. I remember the first time I saw just a whole group of Samoans, especially women.
Yeah.
Fucking huge, dude.
Yeah. I think.
Sorry.
I mean, you were telling the story.
No.
I think that's why people thought that of me, because I was huge as a kid.
Right. Big boy.
And they're like, big guy,
you're like, hey, bro,
kind of Asian, but not really, so
Samoan, bro?
must be Hawaiian or Samoan or
Samoan,
something.
brother.
Like,
Hey, brother.
yeah,
you
but
you like that L&L chicken katsu, bro?
I like Spam, though, so.
You like Spam?
Yeah.
Ugh, gross.
Uncultured swine, you.
Dude, I've ate it, though. I've had it.
And you don't like it?
Here's the only time that I loved Spam, okay? First Warped Tour first and only Warped Tour I ever played, okay? And don't have a lot of money.
Okay.
Because we had just started the Warped Tour. So we had just come off our own tour, and then we were doing this Westlake. So very broke already by this point.
Yeah.
And we get there, Warped Tour, and obviously you got to set up early as fuck. Like at 6 or 7, you get in and set, get your spot and whatever. This night, get your armbands and shit for the day. And then just we didn't have any food. Like we got Jack in the Box, and I got 2 breakfast jacks, and wolf those on. But I'm fucking super starving by the time we're all done unloading shit. And there's Spam and Yoo-Hoo trucks there for Warped Tour for the day. And I just grubbed and drank that shit all day, dude. And I just burned myself out on it.
Like food trucks? They had like different stuff, or was it literally just Spam out of the can?
No, it was like they had... I forgot how they had it presented. I think it was like a little Spam sandwich or something.
Okay.
And then Yoo-Hoo had cups of Yoo-Hoo, you know? So you just kept going up there and getting them. Like
so are you not... Do you avoid that stuff now because of that interaction?
My chair's sinking, and I don't know why, because I'm not doing
very focused on the whole height thing. You're gonna be taller than me on this.
I just want
you to know
tall.
He's shorter than me.
Just want to feel
he's
tall.
He's better stature, Even
Dude,
even with my proper, you're still rising.
I keep it. Well, I like to keep it proper.
I got the legs.
I just don't know what to do with this.
Whatever, leave it, bro.
Fuck.
Leave it, bro.
I don't think I'll ever
You're
be
tweaking.
able to leave it.
Tweaking. You need to chill.
Oh, cool. So the only time that your leg isn't fucking jittery jattering, you're gonna tell me off about being a tweaker.
I'm trying so hard.
You're
don't
so
even
fucking
understand.
Medford. It's out
you
of
don't
control,
even
dude.
Understand.
Living over there in the fucking hood of Medford, getting some of that.
I live on a golf course.
Oh, my bad. Of course you do. So Asian that you live on a golf course. Just kidding. You know what's funny? I grew up with my grandparents, my mom's side, always living on a golf course. Because they've always been old to me, since I was a kid.
Yeah.
And they've always lived on a golf course. And that's the fucking best grass to roll around in. It's the most well-kept grass that America keeps.
Yeah.
Besides private, contracting and stuff like that. But I can remember just being out there late at night on the golf course, in the middle of the night with my brother. Yeah, and we have like bikes or something. We're just whizzing down the golf cart path and like getting in the grass and sliding out and eating shit and, getting naked.
Oh.
One time I was visiting a friend of mine. Shout out to Sammy the Bull. Sammy! We go and visit my buddy Sammy. This is like maybe the second or third time I've hung out with him, right?
Okay.
Maybe the second time I've hung out with him. They were living out in Studio City, had a pretty dope apartment, but kind of small because they had kid and they were expecting another kid on the way, so they needed to get a bigger spot. So they moved out to Denver, Colorado, and we go visit them in Denver, Colorado, and they got this fat house, and it backs up to a golf course, and fucking drinking and hanging out and chiefing a little bit, And me and him are out there playing frisbee, and then all of a sudden he just like drops everything and just starts going woo. And I was like, woo! And I ran back up into the house, and I said, "I don't ever want to see your big black dick again, dude. Sam. What the fuck?" I think it was just, anyways, it was probably just penis envy that I was running away from.
Oh,
but Sam was crazy. He's still alive, but he is one of the craziest motherfuckers I've ever met.
Sounds like it.
Oh, he's great. He's one of the funniest dudes. Oh
I had a grass allergy growing up, though. So
Jesus
wasn't great.
So you didn't get to fuck around with the grass?
No, I mean, I did, and I got really itchy, and it wasn't until I was about 12, 13,
right, after
like I started mowing the lawn, and I got real itchy all the time.
Your eyes
and my throat swelled up.
Oh, dude.
And
you almost died out there.
I was like, I can't handle this stuff. Like, I need a mask or something to deal with it. And my parents are waving it off. They're like, nah. You're just trying to stop mowing the lawn.
Yeah, you're just trying to get out of having to mow the lawn, Jason.
Like, I mean, I don't want to, but
I'm dying.
I'm dying. Breathe. So there's 2 reasons now I don't want to do it.
So a diabetic and an asthmatic. You and fucking Ethan just make a pair, dude.
That's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay.
That's okay. He said that kind of.
That's why we were. That's why we were buds. Besties? Yeah.
I'm gonna grab a little drink right here from the fridge. By the way, super hungover all day. All day. Stay in school, kids.
I was at work, so wasn't hungover, thankfully.
Was having a conversation with the missus, and we're thinking maybe in a couple years we're gonna move out of this house.
Yeah.
And get something maybe in Central Point, or something a little bit away from the suburban area. Mostly because we've been getting some pretty shitty interactions at Walmart from some of the wonderful people. You know, like a little white trash racism kind of mixed in there. You know,
yeah,
the people that shop at Walmart are not the best representation of human earth. But since we kind of live out here in the country bumpkinish kind of spot, we're thinking. Plus, like, you know, you see my backyard, the way the fence is.
I've never seen your backyard.
It's this chain link fence, and they have those plastic white little, you know, pieces that
plastic
slide through.
Pieces, yeah.
And that's what it is. So basically, we all share one fence. There's this one long fence line that goes, and it just divvies off, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if I ever wanted to put in my own wooden fence, I'd be taking down this double-sided wall. And, you know, it's weird. It's this weird thing.
Yeah.
They made these houses, I don't know, so cookie cutter, you know? And we're realizing that the electrician that wired this house didn't do a good job. And there's a lot of, like, stress cracks up in certain spots. And we're kind of, hey, what's going on? Remember that I was telling you about how our back porch kind of was sliding? The cement was broken, kind of sliding.
Yeah.
We're wondering just how many more rains is that going to do before that thing just one day, you know, just rips off the side of the house like a son of a bitch, dude.
Now,
smashes my kids.
Do you own this or do you rent this?
We own this.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So that is something to be concerned.
Paying a mortgage.
Yeah. It's owning it.
We own whatever fucking happens to it, right?
Yeah.
We own the responsibility.
Yeah, and you own the power to sell it.
Yes. Which, you know, in a good way, property's going up around here, man. It's not a bad time to buy or sell in a weird way.
Yeah.
You know,
if this thing kicks off, you said a couple of years, maybe we move to more
yeah.
Actually, doing this thing, the cool thing about podcasts and anything else online related, you really don't have to be anywhere. You can be anywhere to do it.
Yes.
But, you know, if we started rolling, going to either a more financially stable place or somewhere that's easier to meet up with people.
Yeah.
LA's fucking expensive. And
that, dude.
We would have to be booming to move out there.
It'd be, if it was ballin' terms, I'd be out there fucking buying a house up in Ventura County or something, just way out there, dude.
I don't know, like, it's cool, but I don't know how much that would be worth it to me, you know? Well, I get the meetup thing, I get it's convenient, and the tech is there, but
it's kind of cool to pop out somewhere that's not LA.
Yeah.
You know, like if this podcast, fans willing, kept going forward and upward, it'd be dope to be representing Southern Oregon in a not shitty, you know what I mean, in a not shitty way, or you know, not in a negative way in the news or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
I think it'd be pretty rad. So.
But you're thinking of Central Point as of now.
Something like that, yeah. Jacksonville would be cool, but Jacksonville's kind of expensive. Ashland's, there's no fucking way I can smell patchouli all the live long day. You like patchouli smell, dude?
I'm good.
It's not bad when someone has it lightly on, but man, when somebody is drenched in it and they smell like patchouli, sweat, and weed, I'm like, it's trimming season.
I'm very indifferent to all smells. I have some sort of like vertigo that happens when I smell too much.
What? You mean you smell stuff and you get dizzy?
Yeah.
That is fucking hilarious. Let's talk about it.
I can't do those wall plug-in scents. You know, they're like fragrance warmers. That crap. It's so strong. It hurts my head. We sell these bag scented things.
Right.
I don't know. Sachets, I guess they're called.
Ooh,
they smell like garbage. They're so strong and they hurt.
Are you just dying over there when you smell them?
Every time I open them, I'm like, ugh, throw it away.
So
I can't do it.
When you get that way, do you have to like sit down? Does it take a minute to like wear off? Do you have to get away from the smell, or
I have to get away from it. It's a real like squeeze of the brain kind of feeling.
Dude,
it's not good.
That's kooky.
I don't know. I messed up. Something went wrong, you know.
How old was your mom when she had you?
40, 41.
Fucking overcooked, dude. You
overcooked.
Fucking over.
That's a good game.
Fried egg right there, dude. Also, you know, it's just, maybe it's like you have this heightened sense of smell and it's too much for you. Maybe in a past life you were like a shaman or some shit, dude. Mm-hmm. You're like, it sounded like Lion King a little bit.
Oh, did it? I've never seen it. We bring it up almost every episode.
Time. Fuck you, man. Fuck you from everybody who's seen Lion King. By the way, Jason has been sexy enough to be working behind the scenes on a little logo for the show. I want to give a big shout out to you for doing that, dude.
Thanks, bud.
It's awesome.
I enjoy doing it. It takes time, but you know,
he's got nothing else going on besides fucking 24 hours logged in a game.
Oh my god.
Oh my
it's so good. I don't know. I've never gotten that addicted to a game though, I don't think.
I'm fucking
except for like release games. You know, like when Call of Duty drops,
you get real hard.
I guess I've never worked while a Call of Duty dropped.
You're going to now, man. Real life's going to hit you.
I know.
You can have responsibilities.
Every time I was in school, I literally took the time off of school to play Call of Duty. But
we're not going there. Let's just not go
I guess there. I guess I'm going to have to be an adult.
You gotta adult up a little bit. But that's not saying that you can't get down. You just gotta. You'll find that it's not as easy to log hours.
Yeah.
You know, but that's like with anything, man. I can't even me to realistically even continue like writing music and stuff like that takes a lot of time. Just waiting to get the time to do it.
Yeah.
You know?
I think my brother tells me that too. He's always like, I don't really have time to play games anymore. Even though I'd love to. I agree with him a little bit that you probably, and you as well, you probably do have less time. Right. But you are, like, everyone nowadays kind of bullshits with their time a little too much.
Hey, he's like, I
don't have time to play, and then I'll see him on Netflix for like 5 hours. And I'm like, you have the time to play. You're just doing something else.
He'd rather watch Chef's Table, dude.
Yeah.
I
don't know what he's watching.
Dude, you can check, can't you?
I could, yeah.
Go on and shit.
He's on the same account, yeah.
See if he's trying to watch like some sex stuff, dude. One time we were who was it? I think it was my wife's mom. we got her Netflix account. We're looking and we're like, damn, there's a lot of sexy stuff on here, dude. Old people still be having sex, bro. You think your parents still fucking?
God.
What? It's
I don't
a
want to think
natural
about
question.
that.
I don't either, but they do it. That's how you were made, bro. By fucking. You were made
I don't think
with
so.
sex.
My dad's too lame.
He's all, well, let me give her old tri-ski. Good night. That's what I imagine my type of dad. He'd be like, well, here we go. That's fantastic. Best I ever had. And then. Because he snores.
Yeah. My dad does too. It's a lot.
You think we're going to snore when we get older?
I think, yeah. I had a really bad problem. I don't know if I still have it because no one's available to confirm or deny it.
It's okay.
But when I had friends over, they said I talk in my sleep.
Ooh, nice, dude.
Like
sleep
jibber
over.
jabber. Like not real words all the time. Sometimes words.
Almost
but they
like
said
you're
most
on,
of the time I'm just like
That's funny.
And then I used to sleep with my eyes open.
All right, dude. Let's log this shit. Let's log out. Let's talk about the weird quirks of Jason.
Hey, we gotta eventually stop saying that.
Okay, edit that out.
No, it's fine.
Okay, keep it in. That's right, because the third hole, keep it in.
Yeah.
Don't pull out. We don't pull out here, dude.
Except,
I haven't pulled out in years, Jason.
okay.
Back to the sex part, dude.
Back to roasting me.
Okay, back to the roast. You can't smell stuff or you get super dizzy. You sleep with your eyes open like some sort of French Legionnaire.
I don't do it anymore, but it was easier to fall asleep by rolling my eyes up.
So you looked like a demon?
No, so my eyes would be closed. You know, I would just look up when I fell asleep. And then when you fall asleep, your eyes don't stay rolled up, they just roll back down. So I would always wind up sleeping with my eyes open.
That's so fucking disturbing, dude. People usually train to do that.
I think I subconsciously trained to do it. And I don't do it anymore.
Are you saying you do cross training in your conscious life for your subconscious sleeping?
No. I think I was just a freaky child.
Oh, you were.
And I was like, yo, it's easier to fall asleep. Like, I did it because falling asleep is hard and was hard for me.
Falling asleep is hard on the knees. So is falling.
My mom has like insomnia.
Oh,
so,
she's up all night kind of thing?
Yeah. I think something like that must have been passed down to me. So
you were overcooked a little bit too. So
it's difficult for me to sleep, and anything I could do to make myself fall asleep easier, I would do. And pretending to be asleep was huge.
There's some really funny moments that I've had, like surrounding insomnia. So when I grew up in high school, and I lived with my dad. Primarily, my dad at that point was sort of an insomniac too.
Mm-hmm.
Or he would get up in the middle of the night a lot, you know, and come down and watch TV and stuff. So there'd be times where I'm watching TV downstairs, like 4 a.m. I'm watching like Real Sex on HBO, you know what I mean? Jerking the Gherkin or whatever the fuck have you. Or watching like, they used to have Spawn cartoons late at night, and Max. Like, this used to be this cartoon Max. It's a really fucking cool cartoon. Just really, you know, I was always watching the creepy shit at late at night.
Yeah.
And this one time my dad comes down, and he probably was drunk, you know, so he kind of was like drunk sleepwalking. He comes downstairs. He comes downstairs, and he just goes to the corner of the living room and just starts pissing in the corner.
What?
He just starts.
Did not think it was going that way.
And then he finishes, right?
Yeah.
And then pulls up his boxer and turns around and goes, "Okay, son, go to bed, son." And like goes back upstairs.
What?
And I was just, dude, I could not wait till my brother woke up so I could tell him what dad did. And then when I told him, he goes, "Fuck that." One time, I was all drunk. He got up. My dad, he said that he did. My brother was watching some TV show. My dad gets up in the middle of his nap or sleeping or some shit, and just comes to the TV and spits on it.
What?
And goes upstairs to sleep.
What?
I don't know, dude. My dad's fucking kooky, bro.
Sounds like it.
Me and my brother would sleepwalk too. One time, my sister said that I had walked into her room and whipped out my pee-pee and was about to piss on her pillow. I thought it was the bathroom. She was like, no, Dominic. I had to take me over to the bathroom.
Shit.
Because I can still remember having those dreams of getting up and going to the bathroom.
Yeah.
And then I remember it being like, okay, I'm going to pee in the toilet, and then I'm like, but it's all over me. And wake up like, no. Dude, what's the last nightmare you had? I just had a nightmare.
Interesting.
Fucked up, dude.
I can't come up with a date per se. I used to have.
Fuck, man.
I used to have them a lot.
Whoa.
Like probably every other day.
Like real vivid.
Yeah.
Was it the same or just different random ones?
Different. I mean, there are some that were same or continuous or same scenario kind of thing.
You want to talk about them or?
I mean, I had nightmares about everything, and
Were
then
you agoraphobic?
No, I don't know what was wrong with me, Dom.
We're here to figure it out, baby. There's nothing wrong with you, kiddo. Okay?
I think I just had a lot of fears, but I gave up on fearing things, and I don't really have nightmares anymore.
That's pretty amazing, Jason.
I think it's just the fears, because when you fear stuff and then you
manifest it in your dreams.
But
or a representation of it.
I don't know. There's nothing. I don't want to sound like a hard ass, but there's not really anything I fear anymore. Because obviously, I wouldn't want shit like that to happen.
No, you don't want Freddy Krueger to be real.
Yeah, that would creep the fuck out of me.
1,
but
2,
if it's film and stuff like that would typically freak you out, I'm like, it's fake, whatever. I'm not gonna have nightmares about it.
You know the behind
if
the
it's
scenes stuff. Yeah.
like real stuff that could be scary, it's like if it happens, it happens.
Yes.
I don't fret
no
about
way
anything
for you
anymore.
To change whatever final
But almost
destination.
always I would have dreams about getting chased, getting shot, anything, everything.
Just basically have dreams of being a young black kid in the streets, running from police, dude.
No, not necessarily. It was never police.
This is Los Angeles police.
And which is weird because the only person that's pulled a gun on me was a police officer.
Same with me. We had two suburban squad cars, 3 bike cops, and everybody had hands on their weapons and 2 had them drawn.
Yeah.
And we had BB guns. So when we first moved to California, we lived here, right? Like we lived in Oregon, so we had BB
no
guns.
issue.
Fucking my brother had a pistol BB gun that was all black, and I had a rifle that was all black.
Yeah.
And we moved to these apartments, and so basically it'd be the apartments, and then you would park behind those in these, spots.
Okay.
And then there'd be like the big giant trash can you take your trash out to.
Yeah.
And there's a little basketball hoop, and that was all fenced.
Like
right
a communal apartment thing.
Behind it was this empty lot. And we would go back, would go back there, but one time we make some friends from the neighborhood, and we're like, hey, man, we got some BB guns. Let's go, come over and we'll shoot them, after school, whatever. So I'm freshman year. My brother's beginning 7th grade,
Mm-hmm.
We got my buddies. I think it was fucking Josh, John, and Brad probably, right? 3 homies. And we're shooting the guns in the back, and I notice up in the corner, these apartments that are above the fence, you can see this little kid looking out the window at us and kind of just tripping. I'm just noticing him noticing us a lot, right? And we're shooting the can or whatever the fuck targets we made. And I'm kind of thinking, it's weird that kid was like all over. So I wonder if he thinks, like we're like hoodlums, or like I wonder if he thinks my brother's pistol. Because I'm thinking the noise of these BB guns does not sound like real guns.
Yeah, but to someone who doesn't know.
Yeah, and that pistol.
And
looks
do they
like
have the
real.
orange tip?
No.
Yeah, so
all black.
So big
all
issue.
Black. Yeah. So one of my buddies goes, "Hey, I'm gonna grab some snacks," and I go, "Yeah, there's this and this in the fridge. Go grab some, bring some out for us, you know." So he goes to get that stuff, and he's like taking a while, whatever, and we all decide, all right, yeah, let's go take a break. So we all come as a group out from around the fence, and we're walking through the little whatever fucking walkway. I don't know what it's called. It's a walkway, Jason.
Like under the apartments.
No, it was just all level. We just came out from around the fence and we're walking back to the apartment door. Okay. And you start hearing these sirens like, wee, and I'm just thinking, wouldn't that be funny if those cops are coming for us because they think we have real guns?
Yeah.
So I see my buddy Josh coming out of the house and he's got snacks. He's like, it's just, you just see shoot down into the apartment parking. He's just, boo, boo, just squad car, motorcycle cop, regular cop car, and they all come up and they're like, drop the guns, drop the weapons, and one of them has the gun out, and the other ones have their hands, and we're like, they're just fucking BB guns. We just I remember just throwing my rifle and just putting like my knees on the ground and just kind of going, you know, one of these fucking numbers like, oh, fuck,
Jesus. How old were you?
Fuck, that was when I was 14, 15.
Okay, mine was about the same time too. Totally different scenario though. I was
beating somebody up probably, huh?
No, still opposite. I was taking care of my neighbor's house and he just wanted me to water plants. I thought he left his cat home though. So I went into his house to feed his cat. Cat's not around. I'm like, either someone broke in and stole cat, probably not likely, or he brought the cat to a cat taker.
Oh, okay.
And
a cat taker, is that the real term?
I don't know. Someone who takes care of the cats. And we're in here for no reason. So I'm walking around and I see their alarm system is going off. It's a silent alarm though.
You can see the lights blinking.
Yeah, but I can see that it's like not okay. Someone's in here.
Right.
And I'm like, ugh. I'm like, that's connected to a security system, and they call someone, and then
it's a wrap. Jason's going to jail.
Not good. So let's leave now. And my friend's like, no, I think I got this, because on it says like how to disarm. Right. He walks up to it, presses like 4 numbers, and then it starts blaring. And I'm like, you stop. And he's like, yo, we gotta leave now. I'm like, no shit, we had to leave before. So we run outside. I run across to my house, and I'm like, Mom, we tripped off their alarm. They're not home. Neither is their cat. I don't know what to do. Neither is their cat. I'm like, I don't know what to do. And she's like, don't panic. I'm sure it's fine. We'll call them and we'll tell them to call off the security system or whatever. It's too late. That's not how security systems work. The cops were already in progress. So we go back over to finish watering the plants and everything. Dumb idea. I should have just left it. Like, come outside, stand next to the driveway or whatever. Yes. Instead, my dumbass went into the back, and I was watering their plants in the back. Unknowingly, the cops show up without sirens or anything, and they walk around the corner of the building with with 2 handguns, and they walk around the building, and they're like, "Boys, what are we doing here?" I'm literally standing there watering plants, and my friend's sitting in like a lawn chair. And I dropped the watering can. I'm like, I'm watering my neighbor's plants. I'm like, where's Mom, son?
As they're walking up, he's like, look at him, Harv.
I'm like,
look at him. He's watering the plants like
across the street. And he's like, what do you mean across the street? I'm like, yeah, my mom's across the street. You asked where my mom is. She's across the street. I live here. And he's like, sounds fishy.
He's all, something ain't adding up here, bud.
So he made me and my friend walk out, and like they walked behind us to our house and made us get our mom. And I was like, I screwed up.
Wow.
And I had to explain everything to them. My neighbor's mom showed up. She's like 93, drove speeding down the street, shows up. She's like, I had to get out of bed for this.
Like, poor thing.
I felt so bad. But
she almost
I don't know why he had his gun out. It was like
yeah, because we can shoot the burglar, like
yeah, and it's like also it's a how do they know it's a burglar? What if it's the owner that just fucking messed up?
Yeah.
You know? It was kind of messed up, but.
Did you guys call the police?
We called my neighbor and we called their security company. But
that's kooky, dude.
The cops were already there. So.
Cops were on the scene. They got nothing else to do, dude.
Yeah. I mean, they're fast to white neighborhoods.
We've got a burglar in progress, Harv. Let's shoot the son of a bitch. Look at that little Chinese motherfucker watering the lawn.
Yeah,
he's all doped up.
My friend was Mexican, so it wasn't any more helpful.
Oh, you guys were definitely fucking about to get shot, homie.
It was like,
that's awesome. You know, I will say honestly, I've only had probably one negative, maybe two negative interactions with the police, but both of those police those policemen were demoted to motorcycle cops by the time, and I had heard stories about both of them, and they were just like the local police that love to fuck with the high school kids, you know?
Yeah.
Officer Available and Officer Meade. Fuck you guys. Fuck you.
Dude, there was an officer at South when my brother went there, named Officer Michael Jackson.
Dude, you see that documentary?
Yeah.
You watched it, you sick fuck?
Dude.
Fuck you. You're gross.
We brought up Michael Jackson before because I named him off as someone that was inspiring to me. And then
was it inspiring when he would go into that boy's room and lick his ass every 10 minutes?
God damn it.
All, I'll be right back.
God,
he walks out of the room.
Listen.
Close the door. Oh my goodness.
He was an inspiration to me. And
you think he did it, dude?
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Yeah. Did you watch it?
I do not want to watch it.
Or even read stories about it?
No, I've just had the Netflix conversation with people that have watched it. Everybody tells you what they're watching.
I've always had it in the back of my mind. I just wanted to avoid that. I think most people.
I think most people don't want to have Michael Jackson's their image of him shattered.
Yeah. But of course, everyone's thought that since Neverland.
He was a fucking weirdo genius of music, but a weirdo.
It's very smart in the same way Donald Trump is smart, that what he did, like, he knows how to use his power to his advantage, which is a smart aspect. It's nasty. Like he convinces everyone into believing that he's doing the right thing.
I just want to lay down with him and hang out with him a little bit. I don't want to do anything weird. Yeah. I have giraffes and monkeys at my house.
I mean, clearly he had me on his side.
Dude, what I thought about was the parents. Because kids don't fucking know. Like, these kids don't, like, they know this person they see on TV.
Which is why even the kids now, they talk to them and they're like, I'm not really sure that I got abused, but going through this, it's apparent to me, which is the problem, because with kids, they make it seem like you're doing kids do everything for themselves, right?
Right.
If they enjoy it, then they do it. So they make the kids seem like they're enjoying it.
Oh,
and then
God.
Because the kids think that they enjoy this such thing,
they don't think it as a bad thing.
Yeah. So then they grow up assuming it's not bad because they enjoyed it.
They get married.
It's not until
honey, I want you to come in the room every 10 minutes and just look at my ass. I'm just used to it.
It's not even. It wasn't until those guys had kids and they saw how innocent their kids were to make it obvious that it's not okay.
Fuck.
Because even through their adult life, they're like, that was normal. I don't know. It's a mess. It's a mess.
I'm touching dicks. Can I see you fucking dick? Oh my God.
Are you good?
It's like, hey, they're all boys.
The way you make
he
me
did
feel.
it. He didn't have little girls over there. He had little boys.
Yeah.
It's kind of fucking weird.
I mean, watching, even if you don't want to watch the documentary because HBO,
right.
if you look at clips of anything, you know, he does interviews with kids.
Right.
And there's one where a kid has like his shoulder leaned on him and they're holding hands like this, and and he's explaining how they're best friends and everything like that. It's like, even if you were best friends,
God.
that's fucked up. And he talks with the parents is the fucked up thing. Like, the parents, they don't know that he's doing that, but he runs a conversation with the parents. You know, he gives the parents benefits so that way they feel like that they're doing the right thing, or they're
being awesome parents.
Yeah, they're being, yeah. And they're getting cool shit out of it too. You know, it's Michael Jackson. So
fucking sold your own kids out.
He would like call, he would call and he would talk to the kid every night, but he would also talk with the parents. And I'm not, that was like his way of making it seem okay.
Oh,
it's nasty.
I'm not like a crazy Michael Jackson fan. I get it. I never bought an album of his or anything like that. And I would never on purpose listen to his music except for the Free Willy song. Because that song's fucking dope as fuck.
Yeah.
You know how that goes?
No.
Can I do it for you? It goes. I was doing piano.
Oh. Yeah? You
touch a boy. I think is the way it ended.
Oh my
goodness.
Yeah. I gave up. I listened to him very briefly in my life, but it was important to me still.
Yeah.
It was actually like maybe 4 months before he died and about a year after that, and then I just kind of gave up on him. But
he just died.
You know,
and
I bought like the This Is It movie.
This is it.
And I was all about like the We Are the World crap and everything like that.
Oh, you fucking pussy.
I think it had to do with my friend. One of my friends was a huge Michael Jackson fan.
Oh.
And he owned all the albums and CDs and everything. And he kind of got me into it.
What is he? I'll be mad, okay? What does he have to say about all this Michael Jackson?
I don't know. I haven't talked to him in a long time, but I think I don't know. I don't want to defend myself, but how else do you get into things as a kid, right? Someone has to influence you.
Yeah, and
and he
being a fan of Michael Jackson doesn't mean that you're a fan of perverts, because
nobody suspects.
Honestly, though, that's not the right thing to say, because a lot of people suspect it for a long time.
A lot of people hope it's not real.
A lot of people are in denial that it could possibly be, that it could even be an option. And those are those kooky weird people that cry when they meet people, dude. Fucking weirdos.
But he died when I was like 8 or 9. So
he said, goodbye, Jesus.
I
wasn't
very old enough.
You think he's in heaven, dude?
No.
I don't
know. I don't give a shit. I don't believe that stuff. Move along.
So Chinese.
What?
Move
plenty
along.
of
you like All American Rejects, dude? Is that your favorite band?
I enjoyed their music as a child.
Something when you lose your days with thinking. You know, goofy fucking music, but nice folks.
Yeah, you met them?
Very nice folks.
On Warped Tour? Is that when you met them?
No, when I worked for the radio station that I worked for, we went to one of their shows and we wanted to get some pictures, like more than just them playing, and we kind of went to the back and we said, hey, we're with, whatever radio station, and so I could take a picture with him.
Nice.
Which is cool.
Yeah, I
nice
again
folks.
Dropped off on their music. I think they were on Guitar Hero, which is why I was into it, but
tight, dude. Guitar Hero's, that was fun.
I was all about it. You made fun of me for playing it like a couple weeks ago.
I was thinking about it, My first mental thing was, hey, this is making music seem way more attainable than it is. Like, you got to put in a lot more effort to just be good at this fucking game. So I didn't like how people that were good at it got some social status. I thought that was fucking super lame.
I got that game when I was 7, and I was all about it. I played on expert and beat everyone that I knew.
Nerd.
I was so into it. You know, all the boss battles and everything in the game.
There's boss battles?
Yeah. You fight like Tom Morello and
you don't fight. You play fake guitar.
You fight.
You fight with song. What the time before the light? Yeah, but could you do Dragon Force, pussy?
Yeah.
Dude, only good thing
I don't
about
think
Guitar Hero was
I don't
that
know
Dragon
if I still
Force
could.
song.
It's long.
It's long, dude.
It literally, when I was young and I wanted to work out, I would play that song.
Oh, that's probably a sweet workout song.
It got the sweat going.
Got the sweat between your giblets going. You ever get jibby?
What?
I don't know. I've got baby chickens, dude. Can I talk about my chickens? Right?
Yeah. Baby chicks.
I got 2 baby chickens, some additions to the family. I want to give a little shout out to Babs and Shody. What that mouth do? What that beak do?
Yeah. How old are they?
Old enough to party, dude. You know, I don't know because we got them from the Grange. I want to say they were probably inside a week old when we got them, maybe a couple of days. Because, you know, chickens, they freaking mature very fast.
Yeah.
They get big real quick. And
Isn't like the eating age like 40 days for a chicken?
Maybe. You know, I'm kind of learning as I go.
Okay.
So I know that
you're not going to eat these though.
No. These are going to be strictly family members, egg layers, as they say.
Egg layers.
You know, if we get to another piece of property that's bigger, then I'd like to have some chickens that are friends and some chickens for eating.
Yeah.
I mean, as much as you can do it yourself, it's always financially smart to do it. And people used to just know how to do that shit. I don't know how to do shit that every human just used to know how to do.
I think it's important to do stuff like that. You're right. Like everything that made us human.
Yeah, all those trials and errors
losing
over generations and generations.
Like we talked about a while ago, doing like a wildlife video would be pretty dope.
Us both naked out there, just
again. I don't know about the naked thing,
dude. It's me and you. I'm gonna see your dick at some point in our friendship. It's just bound to happen, dude. This guy's a tough cookie to crack.
Dog.
You know what I mean?
I don't want. Not even about that. I don't want to be naked in the forest.
Nabisco ding.
I wanna like go catch some crawdads.
You want to? Oh, dude, you
go down in the bayou.
Well, I'll take you on down to the creek. You gonna find you some crawdads for sure. Did you? Okay, I know you haven't seen any movies in your life, but did you at least see Sling Blade with Billy Bob Thornton? Woo! Great
Billy
film.
Bob Thornton.
Billy Bob Thornton plays this sort of mentally handicapped Southern dude with like a crick in his back, kind of hunched over.
Okay.
Really good film, but he's kind of dumb, you know, as they would say back in the day. And he makes friends with this little boy. He gets released from prison for going nuts and killing his dad that hit him or whatever the fuck it was. It was like some justified shit. Like he wasn't just a jerk, you know. So he makes friends with this little boy, and this little boy and his mom really nice, but he has a dick stepdad, and it's Dwight Yoakam, country singer. And it's just a really good movie, kind of up and down, emotional, you know. But I think one of the ones that put Billy Bob Thornton on the map as far as like, yeah, this guy can do some acting, you know.
Yeah.
And stay in character and have that kind of face like it. I like him. He just really became somebody else really good, dude.
All his characters are very convincing.
You know, it's weird because he's one of those few people that didn't go to school to be an actor and all that stuff. Like he just did it.
Yeah.
I think that's the shit, man.
Method acting.
Yeah, he just was like, yo, I want to make movies and I'm going to act in them. Astronaut Farmer.
Yeah.
You know, Pushing Tin, you know. I don't know if he directed that one, but he's in it. Bitch.
Bill Murray. You
know what's funny? I was thinking about him the other day.
Yeah.
I was thinking that the only movie I didn't really care for that I've seen him in personally was Lost in Translation. Just not really my jam.
Yeah.
There's a couple of indie films for me that just don't I guess I'm not that artsy with film, so I don't get it, like the lighting, or this and that, or oh my God, they did this. To me, it was just like, wow, this is a really bare minimum senses sort of movie.
Yeah.
Real quiet and kind of.
So you wouldn't like Nebraska?
I've seen that. See, I've seen movies that I've seen this because my best friend, like his job, he does sound and color for movies and TV shows.
Word.
So he's grown up showing me like, yo, we have to watch this. We gotta watch this movie called Buffalo 66 or Buffalo 68, something like that. Another crazy trippy indie film.
Yeah.
Has that same kind of almost story as Nebraska, where it's like this family thing. The main character has to do this family thing, and he's got like this, hates his family, but he has to go be around them. You can tell he's just annoyed and itchy when he's around him. Just crazy shit like that, which is kind of sometimes how I feel. I love my family to death, all of them.
Yeah.
But I've always, even since I was a little kid, wanted to be around them, but not wanted to be around them all the time. You know?
I get what you're saying.
I always wanted to be with my friends. You know?
Yeah. I'm that way too. I just don't have friends, so I don't know who I want to be around.
You got a friend in me.
You got a
When
friend
the road
in me.
looks rough for air and your mountain map from your now won't be. You never remember what you're
Have you heard the Bill Murray stories though? About him
like the cool things he does?
Yeah.
Yes.
There's
he'll go and eat a French fry off someone's plate and be like, no one will believe you.
Yeah.
Some shit.
There's a documentary about it on Netflix.
He's a cult classic.
Yeah.
Like, I know someone that has a tattoo of him. Like, that's how he is. People aren't getting tattoos of Jason Statham. You know what I mean? Like, they get a Bill Murray and Tom Selleck's mustache on a fish.
Yeah.
Some weird shit.
Yeah.
What's up with people, dude?
I don't know. I think it's
the fuck,
just
Jason?
The cultural like this is cool thing.
It's God. You know what?
I've seen hundreds of Bill Murray T-shirts, which is going down that path of everyone kind of believing the same stuff, you know?
Like thinking it's cool. Like,
yeah.
What if you've never seen Bill Murray now you think he's cool? And you haven't even seen him
It's the same. It's the same thing with like everyone who wears a Nirvana T-shirt. Like name 3 Nirvana songs, dog.
They're all well, guess what? That's a David Bowie cover, bitch. So you're fucking wrong. Learn some other shit.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's going down that path, but it is still cool. Like all
Bill
the
Murray's
things
a good
about
guy,
him.
though.
Yeah,
it's okay that he became that because he is that.
Yeah, and I think it's really just the prime method acting in him. He's always in character, essentially.
Yeah,
he
is a character.
Yeah, and he almost always plays along to the yes and. You know, do you know what that is in theater?
No, drop it for me, Poppy.
So the yes and is a big theater. I was in theater.
We can tell.
It's like an improv thing.
Okay.
So
That's
if
sexy.
someone says something, you don't push it away. You say yes and. So you. For instance, I could be like, we're in a spaceship and oh, look at all this crap. And then instead of you going, nah, fuck that, we in a Batmobile.
Right.
You go, okay, we in a spaceship and look, there's Batman.
I see. It's
so
continuing.
you continue on whoever.
And you're bringing more to the story that you're doing.
So instead of him interrupting things and making it about him.
Right.
You know, he went into someone's party and instead of making himself the center of attention, he literally helped the people carrying the music equipment and he was playing the tambourine in the band. And, you know, he becomes part of the story. He doesn't become the story. He is part of it.
And in doing so becomes the story, dude.
Yeah.
Without forcing it. It's like passive narcissism. What a fucking asshole. Fuck Bill Murray.
I think it's dope, though. I think what he's doing is...
He's a good guy.
Yeah. It's nice.
What's your favorite Bill Murray movie?
I don't know off the top of my head.
I'm not gonna... You know what, dude? Honestly, I'm not going to talk about fucking movies with you because you got nothing to fucking say. All you want to talk about is 500 Days of Summer because you're...
What?
Fucking... You're a... what's that dude's name?
What?
What? What's that? Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Oh, yeah. He made a song with Logic like yesterday.
Well, that's fucking trippy.
Yeah, it was. I think he has some sort of YouTube thing called Hit Record.
Okay.
And he like does kind of world sponsor kind of things, helping out the world. I don't really know.
Oh, okay. He's like Matt Damon on a Stella commercial.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm looking at Bill Murray movies.
When the road looks rough ahead and you're miles and miles.
Groundhog
from a
Day is great.
bed. Randy Newman, rest in peace, man. You gave us the songs of a generation.
Well said.
And you also had a really weird basic voice. I feel like, what the fuck, dude? He was just like, he just wrote safe songs his whole life.
Yeah.
And then died. What if he was a diddler? What if everybody in Disney's a diddler, dude?
Dude, just let it be. Let it be. I don't give a fuck. Move it on.
I had to sing that at a wake one time.
Did you?
Yeah, and I fucked it up so bad, dude. That I had to pull a classic. Hey, you guys sing for me? I couldn't just play the guitar. Oh,
Yikes.
man. Every time I do one of those acoustic gigs where they want it to be this, it's not a show.
Mm-hmm.
It's a gig where they want me to do this certain type of music or whatever.
Like a cover-esque thing?
Yes. I'm like digging it, and then I'm over it, like right in the middle of it. And then it makes sense. Like that wake, that made sense. It was a pretty powerful thing to be around complete strangers and hear them talk about this person, and they're all crying. I was getting choked up. And that was a really cool gig. But there was this one that I did, and the lady who hired me for it, really nice lady. She's super cool. But it was this backyard pool party patio thing, to where I'm like all set up in the shed with the door open, kind of playing out, and nobody's. I'm like background music for like a cocktail party in a weird way. Yeah, right.
And, like a kids party kind of thing.
No, it was this adult party, and they were talking about like social and political stuff the whole time, you know.
Ew.
And it was like those people that go to like Uganda and come back and be like, Americans are so fucked up. They're living in this, you know, like these college kids that come back and they've been in their country, so now they know that America's fascist and bullshit, man. And and I'm like, we're sitting in a fucking crazy big house having this pool party with all this crazy food, and you guys are talking about how the world's suffering. You know what I mean? Like, well, then give up some of this shit. Yeah. Really fucking, or do you want to just feel cool talking about it? So I was like, hey, don't want to do these kind of gigs anymore because it's just my wife watching me. Yeah. And two of my work friends that came and visited, but it's just funny. You know, you can do a gig, and I remember when I was younger, I was just hungry to fucking do music, so it didn't matter. Yeah. Anything. I didn't give a shit. I remember there was a time where I was playing at this Hawaiian restaurant, and I would do a gig with the band, Domestic Fury. Mm-hmm. And I would get done with the gig at Gallagher's in Huntington Beach, and I would go down across the street, and I'd tap in for a 45-minute set, acoustic, style, over at this NoHo's. I think it was called NoHo's or something like that, North Shore, some Hawaiian fucking themed restaurant, and just nobody's, dude. You're eating dinner. You're not giving a fuck. Yeah. About a dude singing and playing reggae songs. You know what I mean? Yeah, I do. It was kind of so after about like the third time, I was like, hey, keep your $50. I don't want to fucking do this. Like, I'll miss the free food because it's good food here, but something about this smells and feels like I'm a servant and not an artist, you know? I get that. And I think that's kind of how that one gig was. I just kind of felt like some jazz musician who just plays in the back while everyone's clinking glasses and women are touching pearls on their, their little boobies. Yeah. Boobies, Jason, boobies. I feel like some of these people that get into these positions of social status or whatever, monetary value, and then they get these they date people that like to, they're snakes, like
gold digging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of dudes, I don't have pity for those dudes.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of hard to know who's your friend and who's not when you're big like that, right?
But when you see a chick all dolled up at the club, and you know, like,
yeah,
you guys,
you're not gonna find your soulmate at a club,
exactly, or you're not gonna find her at a dinner party, or a gala, or some fucking art show, or some like.
Yeah,
you may, but also you may be a rich person being targeted. I would honestly, it'd be really hard for me to even trust anyone to date them, to have them like it'd be one of those things where I'm like, hey, we're gonna hang out, and I'm not using my money for anything when we're gonna kick it like regular shit. Good
thing you got locked down before that.
Good thing I never made it successfully. Is that what you're fucking saying, Jesse?
good thing you got locked down before we're successful, dog.
Okay, good job. Way to flip it.
That's what I said.
No, you're really good. I love you. It's great.
I on the other hand might have that issue. Because, I pursue the passion.
I will not let you. If someone tries to Yoko Ono this shit, I'll be calling him Yoko Ono real quick, and you better fucking listen to me. You better
dog,
fucking
I'll listen to you. I'm just saying, like, if I get it now sometimes, and I'm not even famous. I just hear, like, sometimes people are aware of my potential, or they're aware of, like, the things I do, and then they're into me for that, and I'm like, you need to chill. They're like, whoa, you make T-shirts?
Gawk, 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 gawk,
I'm
gawk,
like,
gawk, gawk, 3 colors. Gawk, 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 gawk.
I'm like, step back. There's nothing to gold dig off of me, but still.
There's something really weird about the human psyche, about just people being on stage, or
I know,
just like some people in the audience just get such boners from just seeing it, whether it's a local show or a big show.
Yeah.
It's just, there's always those people super
stage.
into it.
I know.
Oh my gosh, you're the drummer. It's like, dude, he sucks at drumming, but you want to blow him, but he sucks at drumming. Hey. Blow good drummers. Make them better at drums. Blow good drummers, dude.
That's irrelevant. It's still irrelevant. Like, your how do I say, talent, position, whatever you want to call it, your career shouldn't.
Je ne sais quoi.
Your career shouldn't determine stuff like that.
It should. I mean, what it should do is you should have confidence in yourself and embrace being a creative person who's doing art. But you shouldn't start smelling your own shit and thinking it's fucking roses and letting people tell you that you're somebody more than just a fucking regular human being.
Yeah.
Because once you start thinking you're more than just a regular human being, even if you start out good,
the window.
That power shit just overtakes, dude.
Yeah.
Humans are susceptible to getting fucking kooky.
I know. It's trash.
My brother was asked me a really good question. He's like, hey man. He's like, true shit right now. If you were one of those crazy fucking, if you were living back in the crazy days of like raping and pillaging, and you were on that raping pillaging side, and you go to this, this little village or whatever, and you see these people, you think they're dumb and this and that, would you fucking rape them? Would you get? I'm like, fuck, probably. I mean, if I feel like it's like kids, like if they grow up in those crazy, like for example with the Vikings, that was part of their shit.
Yeah, if you grow up believing it, you're going
to do it and not think it's bad.
Yeah.
So who knows? I mean, your environment shapes you, dude. And when you're a kid, like my son sees me lose my mind, and then he loses his mind over small stuff, and I cannot get mad at him.
You got to be careful with that.
Yeah, it's. I mean, and you know me, like it's very all over the place. My son, the same way, dude.
Yeah. And
I'm not teaching him very well.
Yeah.
It's so hard to be a fucking parent, dude. Fuck.
Sounds like it. I'm sure it is. It's true. I mean, for sure, whatever you're grown up around, because that may be why a lot of people think I'm gay, because I never had a father figure, so I don't do any like very manly shit.
You don't like work on cars and chop wood with an
not
axe?
even like typical manly stuff. I'm talking like I'm fine with doing feminine-esque things.
Right, like we'll go shopping with my wife and you'll have a great time.
I don't know, dude. I'm just saying.
That'd be so fucking weird. Podcast that'd be hilarious.
I'm just saying, a hard-ass guy who's 100% straight's not going to be out here talking about unicorns and shit.
Usually those dudes that are like hardcore guy
Or like
are making up for the fact that they're gay and they so macho that they can't let it out.
I don't know. I don't know what it is, but not everyone, but a lot of people, including my friends, thought I was gay through all of my childhood. And I got bullied for it a lot. And
oh, man. You should just...
It was like... it's hard to get bullied about something that's not even you,
Very true.
It's extra just like, what the fuck is this, dude?
Very true. Plus, small towns like this, like... being awkward is like it gets accentuated by people that just go, well, my daddy said this is normal and you ain't normal and you bang down boodle.
Yeah.
Yep. I
Whole
feel
lot
that.
of that.
Growing up, dude, sometimes I don't even remember how I just got through it, how I just made it through. Because during junior high, I can remember even during back to 4th grade, just anxiety.
Yeah.
School for me was just anxious. There were good days, there were great days when a girl would like fucking pump you up, dude, and you feel like, oh my god, like you are just the shit. But the rest was just social stress, and this guy's trying to punk me because I'm the quiet little dude. And, and how do I handle it? And I don't want to fight, but do I have just all
very
those questions.
Toxic.
Yeah.
I had a similar childhood. I got bullied a lot because I was fucking chunky, kind of weird, had issues.
Weird.
I don't know. I got bullied for everything, which made me a bully, and it fucking ruined it. It ruined all of that. I hated being a kid, and I know everyone tells me and told me like, oh, you enjoy being a kid, you're gonna hate being an adult. It's like it can't really get worse than this because I'm gonna fucking end it.
It fucking, yeah. Oh, man. Well, I'm glad you didn't, dude.
I couldn't. I remember coming home crying and telling my mom, like, I didn't want to be a child anymore.
Like, I said, grow up, mama.
Yeah, and I would tell her how I just wanted to be an adult. I wanted to have my own responsibilities, even if I had to pay for things and struggle as a human. I much rather have that than be socially made fun of.
It's vicious, dude. Some of the worst shit comes out of kids' mouths.
Yeah, because they don't have a fucking filter.
Yeah, and it's just they just care about the wrong things first.
Yeah,
you care about being popular. You care about that girl liking you, so you'll crack on your friend to fucking make the girl laugh. You know? I've done that and had that done to me. There's no fucking nobody's a fucking saint under their skin. We've all you have to learn that stuff,
Yeah.
And then I think the idea is you do that, and then somebody does it to you, and you go, "Fuck, that sucks."
Yeah,
I definitely.
Yeah, kids do not have the whole what do they call it? Compassion or any of that shit.
No empathy, no
sympathy.
School's a fucking popularity contest, dude. It's like it's sort of like how the game is in life. There's life. Like me now, I'm not playing the game anymore. Because a big part of the game,
the rat race game,
naturally is getting social status so that you can attract a mate.
Yeah.
So you're playing this game in jobs, trying to get the coolest job because nobody thinks a janitor is cool. And then like if you get this cool job, then you get the chick. And you don't want just some chick who like works at fucking Michael's. Like you want the chick that works at Alta or whatever whatever the fuck you think is cool and important.
It's toxic, and I know you're gonna have to deal with that again with your kids. Consider like homeschool or online school or something. Public school is fucking garbage, dude.
Dude, the thing is, there's a double-edged sword of that because some kids that are homeschooled, they miss those things that you get confronted with, and they'll have some of their first confrontations way later, which is could be good.
Yeah.
They could be more mature to deal with it because you've been able to influence them. But then also, their social friendship making skills
will suffer.
And who knows? Like, having a kids is sort of a forced experiment because nobody knows how to be a parent.
Yeah,
we all just
experiment with it.
Yeah, and you do things. You go, oh, that's kind of fucking them up, so let's not do that. Or okay, it's really good for them to do that. Yeah. And you hear advice from every motherfucker, especially people that don't have kids. Oh, well, that's the best advice, dude.
I was a kid recently, so I'll give you from my side advice.
Up. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, listen to your kid. Listen to your kid, because my mom didn't listen to me a lot, and it really fucked me up.
Yeah.
I know. For better or worse, because I am who I am now.
Yes.
And I think I'm a pretty fucking awesome guy.
I fucking know you're a pretty awesome fucking guy.
But
put pretty awesome above you.
It was terrible though, and I remember coming home even in first grade, second grade, and I was like, I'm over this shit.
Yeah, school was just not for you.
Yeah, but my mom never listened to me, and every year it was just like, well, maybe next year we can put you in homeschool. Maybe next year you can be in online school. Or you're almost done, so just don't worry about it. But that shit fucked me up. I really, it was great. I got social skills, I guess. Not really. I'm still fucking weird. I didn't really come out with that.
You're still fucking pretty weird.
The school system's garbage.
The American school system is fucking garbage. Public is very you want to pay more money, you get what you get more.
Didn't really come out with friends, whether that's my fault or whatever. I think it's I don't know, it's partially my fault because I didn't put myself out there, but I didn't put myself out there because of the fucking system. It's a popularity thing, and I'm not about it.
Yeah, it's a game. It's like who's a hunter and who's a gatherer.
Yeah.
Type of fucking mentality.
But I'd say for sure, if your kid is old enough to tell you he's not about it, then I would be concerned.
Yeah, realistically, homeschooling is cheaper.
Yeah.
It's a lot cheaper. And
with the way technology is advancing, I know some people who are in homeschool and they still have homeschool recess. They get all the homeschool kids together. They go and do an adventure or a field trip or whatever. So they still have the interaction. And now online with computers and stuff, you can see people do Skype call or whatever.
Right.
So it's advancing, and I'm sure your kid's gonna be
gonna be a fucking.
So like in 10 years, I'm sure that stuff's gonna be pretty prime.
He's gonna be a nerd, bro.
There's a lot to be concerned about in public schooling, though.
All right, dude. I just got a lot to think about. Like
you do.
I'm hungover as fuck. I got 2 baby chickens that need me so bad. I gotta.
You
Oh, I feed them, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, I regurge.
Oh.
In their mouth, Jason.
Oh, yeah.
In their mouth with my mouth. I open my mouth and I go, and they go.
Like Jim Carrey?
Yeah. Hungry fella. There you go. No, but it's those things that I can't even fucking think about it right now.
Yeah,
because I know
it's a lot.
I remember how it felt. I remember hating school, just enjoying the talking with people part. I got in trouble all the time for talking. All the fuck. Got moved around the classroom.
Yeah.
All the time in every class, I'm hoping that at some point, we get to a financial situation where we can give them something better than public school. But I still do firmly believe that there's some public school aspects that should be included in every kid's life. Like not that you have to go through the whole bully system, but you definitely have to be around people that are different from you.
Yeah.
And deal with learning social grace and being able to have friends that are all different. I was pretty good at that. I had friends of all different types of little cliques and shit. Mm-hmm. And I was able to take a little bit of snippets from all of them and kind of make it who I am. That's why I can talk music with somebody and then I can go talk video games with somebody.
Yeah.
And those two people would probably never be friends because he sees him a nerd and he sees him as like a jock punk or whatever the fuck. But they're both my friends, you know?
Yeah.
The worst was like having those friends and then getting them all together at some place and trying to make sure everyone's having a good time and being cool at the party.
Yeah, but they all only know you.
So they're all just, you just can't talk like it shows. This was one of the bum outs about having a show. You invite everybody and then fuck if everybody comes because you gotta you don't want anyone to think that you're an asshole or that you forgot about them or that, oh bitch, I remember you, I knew you since high school and now you can't fucking talk to me at the show. Like, you don't ever want to hear that shit. You know? And it was always like, fuck, I gotta go make the rounds, you know? I'm leaving, I gotta go say goodbye to everybody that came and tell them thanks for coming to the show, you know? Because that's what you have to do when you're a nobody. You gotta keep people interested in you and put a lot of praise, suck a lot of dicks, and make sure they fucking coming back. Break. We got time for one more story, right?
Yeah, I'll give a story too. I think there's something.
Good. So, this is back in the day of AOL Online.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I maximized the benefits of the AOL Online. I really took a lot advantage of the first webcams too, man. I really liked sending dick pics.
Do you like to take the webcam off?
I'd like tilt it down and like go sideways so they can see how long it is or whatever the fuck. You know, I don't know how you show your dick off.
You don't.
It's so bad, and it's like the grainiest picture. It's like the worst picture ever. So pixelated, which can give you a little extra one or two, if you need it.
1 or 2 extra pixels.
So I'm on AOL Instant Messenger, Jason, and my name was Kickflip Flash.
RIP AOL.
Boom, boom, boom. Dial that bitch up, fucking see what kind of scenario. So I think I met this chick in some chat room for skateboarding or something neutral, like where guys and girls were on the same, in the chat room.
Okay,
and
yeah.
that, right? So we start talking, and then turns into now, instead of chatting on the chat room, now we're AOL Instant messaging each other. Mm-hmm. Every time I can get to a computer, I'm like hitting her up, And this was when I was still 17, about to turn 18.
Okay.
And she was the same age too. And so my birthday's coming up for my 18th birthday. And we've been talking for a couple of months, and she's been sending me like pictures of her butt and like her in like a little short shirt, and I'm sending dick pics and pictures of my dick and soft and hard.
That's it.
Pictures of my dick because, I don't what does a guy show off? Like, here's my ass.
Fucking gooch.
Spread it, spread my asshole open and be like, Michael Jackson every 10 minutes, come lick me. And so we decide to meet and do the deed. She's telling me, I'm going to take your virginity for your 18th birthday. I'm like, take my virginity. Up to this point, I've played with the vagina, sucked on some boobies. You know what I mean? Like, I know
You've
the mechanics.
communicated?
Yes, I understand the female body, or as far as I think I do, right? Yeah, I don't know shit at 18. So my birthday happens. I turn 18. And there is this venue called the Cobalt Cafe out in Canoga Park, which is about like a good 45 minutes away from where I lived. That was the closest place me and her could meet, right?
45 minutes away.
45 minutes. So there's this show going on that we're going to go see, and then we're going to hook up, right? Like this band.
Yeah.
So I convinced 2 of my buddies who are not even like my best buddies. It wasn't even my best, but I don't even think I had... I think I had a falling out with a group of friends that I'd first met when I moved to Monrovia. Mm-hmm. And we just all had a falling out, and I just totally started hanging out with some different people, started smoking some weed, you know what I mean, doing that kind of shit. Listening to a lot of Sublime, that kind of stuff. So I go out with my buddy Tom DeRider and my buddy Tino Bosco.
Ooh.
Name calls. we go out to the Cafe Cobo, and I tell him, like, hey, man, I'm meeting up with this chick. Get laid, fucking yeah. I just got a tattoo. Like, I'm the fucking boss, bitch. I'm bossing 18.
What was your first tattoo?
A Ninja Turtle on my chest.
Oh, okay.
So, it's like a week into having that. Go out to the show, meet up with her, and she's different.
Ooh.
All those pictures she was sending me
Not as it seems.
were about fucking, must have been a couple years old, because she was a little thicker. She was a chunkier girl.
You got a little
You
got played.
I got catfished a little bit there. Except I met her. It was like a hatfish. It was like a hatfish catfish, you know? So
It was like a Tinder.
I'm no asshole, Jason. You know him? So I still am like, hey, how's it going? You look so nice.
You don't have an asshole?
Holding her holding her hand, you know, we're watching the show, and we're kind of watching the show, and she's like, do you want to go? I'm like, okay, you know, brought a condom. So we use my buddy's Tom Ryder's dad's van, dude. And Tom's cool. He's like, gives me the keys and the old, you know, and I'm like, all right, going to do this thing. We get out to the van, sitting there. This is the first time we've met in person ever. So we're just kind of just awkward as fuck.
Yeah.
You know, we're talking and we're kissing. And the deed starts going. I said, oh shit. So the clothes start coming off. Boobies look really coney. They're like cones. They were not hot. They were like all nipple and coney. It was just like, fuck, these are not the boobs that I like. These are not the kind of boobs I like to fuck with. You know what I mean? And then, bless her soul, because, you know, I really don't care the way. But for my first, hairy. She's had a hairy bush. It was a bushman. She was a bushman. It was a crotch full of Brillo. It was a fucking... She stuffed a fucking towel down there and it fucking grew. I mean, it was a hairy fucking bush. So, okay, so I'm like, fuck, you're chubbier than your picture you sent me, and you've got cone tits, and you got a real hairy vagina. Still gonna try to make this work, okay? I'm so fresh in this game, Jason. No foreplay. No. One thing you'll learn later on is foreplay is a big deal. Okay, especially for a woman, because a dude is like this. Like, you just is a button. You just press it, and we're hard and ready to go. A woman, you have to fucking turn all the nozzles and get it the right. Yeah, you got to warm up the apple pie. Okay, so we're just like, hey, let's go for it. And I just put the condom on, get inside there, feel nothing. I feel nothing, and all I can smell is like the condom plastic.
Yeah.
You know? And so we're just pumping away there for a couple minutes, and it's just getting foggy, and it's just not happening. These cone boobies are just, fuck, dude. These cone boobies are just like swing, like do little flesh spikes coming at me, and I'm just thinking, this is not good. I'm just getting soft by the second. So it comes to the point where I'm just like, you know, I just don't think I can do this. And she's like, yeah, it's maybe too fast. We should have done a little foreplay. I wanted to go down on you, and it's not. I'm like, oh man, it sucks. Fuck, I really would have liked to get my dick sucked. You know, that would have been awesome. Would have been way better than sex, because I think sex sucks right now. I don't think I like sex, because if this is it, fuck this, dude. You know. And so, you know, we fucking put the clothes back on. I take the condom off, throw it in the back of the van, because I don't know what I'm doing. It's like, oh, I don't want that. You know? Throw that right there. Go back, watch the show. It's kind of awkward. I'm like kissing her and stuff to try to not make it seem like, hey, I don't ever want to see you again. But I fully plan on, hey, I don't want to see you again, you know? And come back home. You know, she hits up, oh, I hope that wasn't weird. I'm like, no, it wasn't weird. And I'm already scheming, like, how the fuck can I just not fuck with this chick anymore? You know? Because that was not an awesome experience. Yeah. And this bitch is a liar. She's got cone tits. And so the next morning at like 7 or 8 o'clock, my buddy Tom calls up. He's like, dude, did you fucking leave the condom in the back of my dad's van? He has to go to work in an hour. Like, you need to come up here and fucking get that shit out of the... So I got to fucking like 10 blocks uphill. I got to fucking skate uphill to get this condom. a Ziploc bag and put it in.
Jesus.
Go throw it away. That was the first time I had sex, dude.
Yeah.
And then about 2 years later, year or two later, I joined Up Syndrome, play Warped Tour, the same Warped Tour I was telling you about with the whole Yoo-hoo and Spam
You were
thing.
20?
I was not no. Okay, so the end of I think I was 18, like 18, 19, probably 19 years old.
Okay.
So a year later, I joined Up Syndrome, and we played the Warped Tour, and we're playing it's like Ventura County or something like that. It was like Northern California. She comes to the show. She goes to Warped Tour and specifically comes to our band's set. So imagine my surprise as I'm playing and I look out and go, oh my fucking God, it's What's Her Nuts. And she's like trying to so what happened and all this stuff, and I'm like, dude, what the fuck are you doing here? Fuck the conversation about us. Hey, what you doing here? Because you're kind of psycho. I didn't even nut in you. You're not allowed to get crazy unless you had cum inside you. That's the rule, dude. Everybody knows that. I'm just kidding. I don't know if that's a rule.
I don't know.
And so, yeah, that was kooky, man.
Sounds like it.
So my first experience with sex was not the greatest. The second experience, though. Beautiful minx temptress from New Zealand came and wooed me. Fucking Sheila. Oh, I'm sorry. Fucking Kiwi, mate. They don't like to be called Sheilas. Kiwi.
Kiwi?
Kiwi.
Isn't a kiwi a type of animal there?
Yes, I think it's their native bird.
Oh.
I don't know much about the country.
I don't either.
Know the women are fucking wonderful.
Rip.
And then she broke my heart, fucked her ex-boyfriend, and I cried and wrote songs about it. And then we all move on, and now I'm married. I'm happily married.
Good for you.
Tell me your story, puppy.
Well, I don't want to talk about that necessarily because it's recent. You know, I'm not that old.
Oh, you're a gentleman doesn't kiss and tell and go to jail. Good job.
Yeah, but I don't know. I had a funny story that I kind of wanted to end on. I don't know. Did I tell you? Did I tell you about the time that I cut my nipple in half? I'm gonna say no. I feel like I did like a while ago, maybe episode 10, but
no? I have never heard you cutting your nipple in half story. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah. So, I was 12, maybe 13, middle school, and I was starting to get into YouTube.
Always a bad choice that young. Just kidding. Go on.
I was planning on a video that was called A Day in the Park, and we actually made 3 of them. Never released any of them because they all got fucked up by something.
Okay.
Day in the Park 1 was supposed to be... Have you ever seen those videos when people pretend to be some, like, extreme at some shit, and they... Like, someone will show, like, the shittiest basketball shot and then show the ball going in?
Yes.
So I had that thought about doing that
Okay.
at 12. No one else did it yet. And I was ready to go. I'm like, I got this camera. Right. I think it was actually that camera.
It's fucking been with you that long?
Yeah.
Damn, dude. Take care of your shit, huh?
I was
so Asian.
Was ready to go. I was like, we gonna film this. We went out to my old elementary school and we were fucking around. We got onto one of those spinny things.
Merry-go-rounds?
No. It's like you hold on to it and you hold as close as you can and you get like 10 G's.
Oh shit, like the Gravitron at the fair kind of shit where the chick's boobs go up.
It fucking spins the shit out of you. You don't go as fast as you think, but you
feel the G-force.
Yeah. And me with my whole vertigo shit, you know, I get real sick. Yeah. Easy. One time I got knocked out on a date because I was on a Ferris wheel, and I got sick.
You passed out on a Ferris wheel?
Yeah, that's for a different story. But
oh my God.
That was my first. That story was the first time, my first kiss. But that's for a different story.
Oh, Jason. She kissed your unconscious ass. So I'll wake up, Sleeping Beauty.
But
she kissed your
I'm
dick?
spinning hardcore.
You're spinning.
This video's still up on my channel, actually.
Put a little clip of it in right here.
No way. Run.
Spinning fast as fuck, and I fall off, and my buddy's like, start running. I'm like, what? He's like, just run. See if you can run a straight line or whatever. So I start hauling, and I trip and fall into the corner of a bench, like this.
Ooh.
And it goes straight into my nipple, and just completely
rips your nipple open?
Rip my nipple in half. I didn't know it happened right away, but I was like, fuck, it real hurts. And
it real hurts.
It real hurts. I walk back.
It's so bad you couldn't say sentences good.
I walk back to the camera. I'm like, I think I'm fine. You can see in the video there's blood coming through my shirt. It's not fine.
Put that clip in of the bloody nipple, Jason, or else I fucking quit this show.
And
Gross.
It was all nasty. I paused the video. I'm like, I really don't feel good, bro. I took my shirt off, completely bloody, just like
gushing blood.
Nasty. Your nipples bleed hard, apparently.
Oh my god, the pain must have been fucked.
It was nasty. So I took my shirt off and I mopped it all up with my shirt, and I'm like, I gotta run home.
I gotta run.
I
gotta go home.
We were only probably a mile from my house, and we rode bikes. So I just rode back to my house without a shirt on, bleeding, and I run into the house, and my mom's like, "What the fuck?" I'm like, "Yeah, what the fuck?"
Yeah, hospital now, mom. Nipple infection.
Whoa. No, she didn't do that shit. But she like gave me Neosporin and a Band-Aid, which fucking hurt to peel off, by the way.
Oh.
Fucking sensitive shit.
Does your nipple have a scar on it?
It's in half.
Oh my god!
That's why I introduce it as that. I'll show you, not on the video.
You gotta pay for that.
I made a behind the scenes video which I deleted, and I was talking about what happened, the story behind it, what went down, and why my nipple is in half. And yeah, it's straight through the middle. You know, like a normal nipple can get hard. This one just like
you got it in.
It gets hard, but in.
What the fuck?
It's so crazy.
You have the weirdest nipple that I've ever known.
I know. I mean, not too many people. You either have normal nipples or you've had them pierced.
Yes.
No one has like a half nipple story, but
not on purpose. Like I know a coworker who's had his nipple ring pulled out from the crane job that we worked on together. He like had his nipples pierced, and that golf netting. He was coming down against it, and one of it caught, and it was coming down the magnet, and it just ripped it off, dude.
Oh my god, bro!
Fuck me, that must have been fucked.
Yeah, it was gnarly.
I have a story that's similar in a way, and it's probably some of the worst pain that I felt. Like, it's the only time that I've ever felt the pain to where I almost thought I was gonna throw up and pass out. It's wintertime. Me and my brother are visiting up here in Oregon. My mom and my stepfather had a piece of property out in the back hills here.
Okay.
Have I told you this story before?
I don't believe so.
Okay,
continue.
Good.
We'll find out.
I got the burpees. So we're doing some sledding. It's wintertime. We came to visit for Christmas. My mom's got 2 sleds. She has one of those sleds that has like the little brakes you can put up, but if like you use them soft, you can kind of like turn.
Yeah.
You can like dig in and turn. So
some Tokyo drift shit.
Exactly. Hit that fucking Fast and Furious. Yes. So because my mom lived up in this property, it's all dirt roads, and so they had to pave them themselves and kind of like. So there was this part of the road that they didn't use that was just kind of went straight down along the side of their property. Mm-hmm. And I think it was an old tractor road or something. So that was perfect for sledding. So we were doing that. So we're like doing a couple of runs, and this is probably maybe 5 to 8 years ago. Okay. So it's me and my brother. We got the sled. Like we wanted the heavy, thick one that had the little brakes on it,
Yeah.
you know, not the flimsy one. So we're doing some runs and we're like, Mom, film us on the camera, you know what I mean? Check it out. And she's like, okay. So she's out there watching us. Fucking the road goes down and then kind of curves to the right. Okay, so we're going on the straight part, and I'm in the front. My brother's in the back, so he's the man with the controls. Okay.
Okay. Doesn't sound like a good thing.
It's not a good thing because my brother doesn't like with many things he loves to sabotage, or he just doesn't know what the fuck's going on. So we're cruising down, we're hauling some ass, and I'm like, I see that we're gonna go into the ditch and not go with the turn. So I'm like, all right, dude, turn it. And he's like, no, it's not. He's like, it's not. And I put my hands up to like block my face from the bushes. And as I put my hands up when we hit the ditch, I just feel the biggest fucking pain punch, fucking rock hard slam into my ass. And like my asshole tailbone. Like
my
fucking boom.
Yo.
Flushed with emotion. Instantly just like tighten up.
Tailbone.
Just roll out of the fucking sled. I'm just like, oh shit. And like knock the air out of me. And I'm like, oh. Like gonna fucking throw up. And so I sit there for a while. I'm like, oh fuck, oh shit. And my mom is dying. Like you hear on the camera, like on the video, she's just cracking the fuck up. And Sonny's like, oh shit, whoa, you okay? I'm like, dude, that fucking knocked the air out of me. What the fuck did we hit? So we look at the sled, and this fucking rock had jutted up and punctured the fucking sled and punctured into my body. So I'm walking up the hill towards my mom, like going back in the house to try to sit down. And she's like, oh, are you okay, honey? And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, are you bleeding? I'm like, I don't know, let me check. And I put my hand down my pants and I check my numb fucking part of my ass. Gushing blood, like just blood all over my hand. So I'm like, fuck, I'm bleeding, Mom. I gotta go check it out. Go in the bathroom. And I'm like, look, I'm like spreading my cheeks. I can't see it. So I'm fucking saying like, dude. So I asked my brother.
Everyone says it. I'm giving up trying.
You giving up?
Yeah.
Fuck, I'll give up too. I'll try, but I'm not gonna put
We're
too much
not.
pressure.
We're not like the.
We're not fucking controversial public speakers, man.
We're not an infomercial here.
We're
Okay,
some regular
this ain't
guys.
profesh. This is us.
It's the third fucking hole. Flip you off for the third time on the camera. Sorry, love you guys. You guys are the best. So happy you guys are watching. So I have to recruit my brother to come, like, clean this thing and check it out.
Yeah.
So I love my brother, dude. It's like one of the best friends of my life. He's in there. And I'm spreading my ass, and he's like, "Oh yeah, man, you cut this fucker good, like this long of a gash, right? Like here's my asshole. Here's my asshole.
Dog.
Here's the gash, and here's my butt bone, just like right there." Cut it nice and good. He took some pictures on the camera for me so I could see it. It was like cut so deep there was white, like fat cells were like right there. Ripped my asshole hardcore, dude.
Holy fuck.
That hurt so bad. For the next, dude, every time I took a shit, I had to rinse my asshole because I was so scared to get a shit infection. You know what I mean? I did not want to go to the doctors for this. I didn't want to get stitches. So now I just have this little fucking ass slug in between my cheeks.
Dude.
You can still feel it. You want to see it?
No.
All right. It's fine. I earned it, though.
That's tailbone shit hurts so bad.
I've been lucky enough to not have too many forceful impacts upon my body aside from skating.
Yeah.
And the one time, this is pretty fucked. This might have changed a little bit because you know how they say sometimes that head injuries can kind of change who you are a little bit, kind of scrambles you up a little bit, kind of makes you.
Yeah.
Some things change a little bit.
I agree with that.
It's coming to my friend's house, right? And the way the layout was is they had a big house in the front. They had a side gate. You'd walk in the side gate. He was also our weed guy. So you'd walk in through the side wooden gate, walk on the side of the house, go to the backyard. There was this big tree in the middle of his backyard. And then he lived out in the big two-door garage, like back house thing that he made.
Yeah.
Fucking real dingy fucking room. Just straight stoner status, dude. Stupid shit all over the walls from like acid trips that he drew, and a beat machine and like a little shitty TV and just couches and joints and weed on the floor. Just just truly Monrovia fucking heritage shit. And I'm walking back to his house or to his back house, and the tree has this rope swing. It's always been there, right?
Yeah.
It's like just a big rope, and then he just has like a metal bar, like a fucking crowbar or something. You just swing on it, whatever. And what he had done not too recently, and we had helped him do it, was he took a bunch of this broken concrete that he had got from somewhere else, and he sort of made these steps that went from his back house garage, went around the tree, and then went to the back of the house.
Okay.
He was kind of into that shit. He was into gardening and kind of fucking around outside in the backyard. And
handyman stuff.
Yeah. Basically a poor man's handyman because he didn't really know too much about anything, but he kind of dabbled. And so I'm walking back there and I see the rope swing and I get inspired and I'm like, I'm fucking do a big run and jump and just swing like a motherfucker, okay? So I do. I come galloping at that son of a bitch, grab the rope swing up, and as it's going up, the rope breaks.
Oh.
And I land straight on my head on one of those concrete blocks.
Dog.
And I got up and it did this. Whoa. And then everything was tingly and I was kind of like, I went into his room and I was like, you fucking tree swing almost fucking killed me, dude. What the fuck? What the fuck? I could have died and you wouldn't have come out to get me because you're over here fucking weighing out sacks.
Jesus.
So that's probably what made me a little more kookier, dude.
Maybe take
some more chances.
Yeah, I definitely smashed my head. I'm so lucky that I haven't had many injuries apart from being with Ethan.
Breaking your arm.
God damn it.
Splicing your nipple open.
That was actually not with him, but
you've seen some shit, dude.
Yeah. I'm lucky that I'm not injured because I do a lot of shady shit that I should be injured for.
Well, that's what youth's all about, man. What can you get away with and not get fucked up from?
I guess.
You know?
I guess.
Oh, dude. I remember climbing trees so tall to the point where you start swinging.
Yeah, you told me about that.
And then you're like, how the fuck am I going to get down, dude? Yeah, how am I going to get down?
I never climbed that high. But I would jump off shit. I know we talked about that with Kyle because he said he jumped off shit too. But
yeah,
dude, how are my legs not broken? I've jumped off many things that were over 10
I'll tell you
feet.
this. I'll tell you this, and it was something that a lot of people told me, and I just kind of put it off as one of those nah. But once I started getting into my 30s, my knees would hurt and swell up from nothing, just like bending down to pick something up and you feel a little brr, like, ooh, that was kind of weird. And then all of a sudden my leg's like swollen. And I'm sure it's attributed to skateboarding for so long, you know, because in skateboarding it's real uneven. You have one push foot and one, you know, regular hand. So you're always kind of awkward, you know?
Yeah.
And then the impact on a skateboard is you have nothing cushioning that. Nothing at all, you know? You're just landing. You're just fucking landing on hard wheels and a hard board.
Or on concrete.
Yeah, flat shoes. You know, no one's wearing fucking Nike Dunks and well now they are, but you know, it wasn't cool to have those kind of shoes before. You used to want the flattest, best skate shoe. And so one thing that I can definitely attest to is that like fish oil and that joint stuff, glucosamine, be taking it now, you know? Like incorporate that into your life because it never gets better. You never get your knees back. You never do. And you have to use them so much, you know?
Yeah, that's not good. And I'm scared of that because I have pains that make me feel like I'm 50. And I'm like, fuck, what am I going to feel like at 50?
It'll be worse.
It's
You'll be one of those dudes who goes, I just can't get out of bed today, so you just stay in. He's fucking, nope, couldn't make it out today.
I don't know. It's going to be a problem because
the future's bleak, Jason.
That's what I'm mad at you, Pops. You made me fat as a child.
You gave me some fucking bunk ass.
Yeah,
drinks.
you shouldn't be fat as a kid. It hurt. It really affects you.
Parents have a big responsibility in knowing how easy it is for kids to get addicted and stoked on foods.
Yeah.
You know?
There's
a lot of genetic stuff, and I'm sure that everything plays a part. But, you know, even with our kids, like I try to watch carbs. I try to really balance. Like if you had half a sandwich today, that's it for bread. Like you don't need 3 sandwiches. You had a fucking waffle. Then you want a sandwich. Then you want breaded chicken nuggets.
You know, when you grew up, that was different, right? The pyramid was different.
Yeah.
Like carbs were up here.
Yeah. It was looked at as fuel. Like these kids, well, they burn it all up, so it's okay to give them fucking snacks and crackers and shit. And dude, I would eat mostly bread shit, you know?
Yeah.
I didn't really fuck with a lot of meat. I eat my vegetables, but I loved bread, dude. Pizza. Whoo.
I don't know if it was it's not genetic because my dad was originally really skinny. His dad is skinny. You know, my mom and her parents were skinny.
Right.
But my dad got lazy when he broke his back and became fat. And then he gave me that mentality. You know, my mom tells me when I was 2 or whatever, he would feed me breakfast burritos and stuff like that instead of normal kids' food.
Damn, sounds baller.
It was cool. I had the coolest food when I was a kid, but it's not nice to be 240 in middle school.
Yeah, that's gonna make those social occasions that we talked about a little more difficult to deal with because you got kids say the fucking most fucked up shit. They say the darkest things.
That's what I tell my mom too. I weigh less than I weighed in middle school, and I'm still heavy. That's what's ridiculous. And my mom's like, "You didn't weigh that in middle school." I'm like, "Here's a doctor record. I was 12. It says 260, dude." I'm like,
"What the fuck are you doing, Mom?"
Issues.
Well, you're on the path to success.
I am.
And you're at the age where you're taking your own responsibility for your body. Yeah. And that's a lot more than people twice your age are doing. And that's more than I'm doing for myself. That's one thing that I've been noticing lately is my sort of like who gives a shit attitude at work and my staying up late and like being, you know, in the morning with the kids is, you know, when you feel good about yourself inside health-wise, that outwardly kind of makes everything a lot more fun to experience. And now that the weather's getting warmer, I got to create a regimen for myself. I got to get back. I got to try to do something that's on a routine and get some of that life back, dude. Yeah. Throw some of them pounds away. I don't need them shits.
Maybe play some Wii Fit.
Dude, I'll do the Wii Fit where I go all the way down, put that ass up. Ooh. Special move.
Ass up.
Special move. And on behalf of me and Jason and all the special movers out there, I want to say thank you very much for tuning in for the 19th episode.
Bless up.
Almost didn't have some video for this. This is going to get edited and chopped a little bit because we're working with 2 batteries and not a charger.
What can you do? We're not perfect.
We're not perfect. Any of the show isn't either, but you guys are perfect because you listen to us, and we appreciate it.
Thank you.
For everyone here in the United States and every other country, have a safe, good night. We'll talk to you soon next week. This one comes out Monday, Saturday night. Me and Jason, third hole.